Ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, my name is Raven. Patch 7.1.5 is on its way. So today we're going to be looking at all of the rogue changes that are going to be coming to Legion that we know of so far. I've done all the legwork for you guys so that way you do not have to. All you need to do is sit back, relax and have a listen. Please keep in mind that things can still change, but this will give you a good idea of the direction Blizzard is taking your class and your spec, whether that be good or bad. So we're going to start off with the Outlaw Rogue. So the Outlaw Rogue has no big talent changes or spellbook changes. So let's look at what numbers are being changed on the spells. Critical strikes are down to 5%, was 10%. Alacrity now has a 2% buff that can be stacked 10 times, instead of a 1% that could stack 20 times. Anticipation now lets you have 10 combo points up from 8. Cannonball Barrage now does 900% of attack power, up from 720% of attack power over 2 seconds now, instead of 1.8 seconds. Cheat Death can only occur once every 6 minutes now, instead of once every 2 minutes. Death from Above now does 440% of attack power, up from 366% of attack power. Deeper Stratagem now only has a 5% damage bonus, down from 10%. Ghostly Strikes now does 194% of weapon damage, up from 176%. Killing Spree now does 260% of weapon damage, up from 210%. Shadow Focus abilities now cost 75 less energy, up from 50 less energy. Slice and Dice now also increases your energy regeneration rate by 15%. Subterfuge now also causes your garrote to deal 125% increased damage, up from 100%. Between the Eyes can no longer crit for 4 times its normal damage. Pistol Shot now does 165% of attack power, up from 150%, so a buff, but only slows now for 30%, down from 50%. And that is it for the Outlaw Rogue. We're going to be moving on to Subtlety. So Subtlety has no big talent changes or spellbook changes, just a few numbers, spell numbers that are going to be changed. So let's look at those. So all of the previous generic talents that I mentioned just before still count. Those changes are going through to all of the rogue specs, but let's look at the ones that just apply to Subtlety. So Nightblade only slows for 30% now instead of 50%. Master of Shadow, you only gain 25 energy when you enter stealth now or activate Shadow Dance. It used to be 30. Master of Subtlety now only lasts for 5 seconds, down from 6 seconds. And that is it for the Subtlety Rogue. Moving on to Assassination. So Assassination has no big talent changes or spellbook changes, but has number changes on some spells. Please keep in mind, again, all the previous ones that are generic talents apply here. But let's look at the ones that are Assassination specific. So Agonizing Poison chance to apply is now 30%, up from 20%. Elaborate Planning's damage bonus is now 12%, down from 15%. Exsanguination will now make things bleed 80% faster, down from 100%. Internal Bleeding now does 144% of attack power, up from 124.4% of attack power. And Kidney Shot also does 24% of attack power now, up from 20%, so just a buff all around. Subterfuge now causes Garrote to deal 125% increased damage, up from 100%. And Crippling Poison got a nerf, so now has a 30% chance to apply, down from 50%. So, moving on, Rupture at 2 points now deals 900% of attack power, up from 300%. At 3 points, it deals 1200% of attack power, up from 600%. And at 4 points, it deals 1500% of attack power, up from 1000%. And at 5 points, it deals 1800% of attack power, up from 1500%. So just a general buff all around. And that is it for the rogues. The nerfs to the poisons are going to be like the Crippling Poison is going to suck a little bit, but apart from that, it's doing okay. So that is the rogue for now, guys. Like I said, things can change in the future, but that's what we're looking at so far, and that's the direction Blizzard is looking to take this thing. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you thought. And if you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button, and I shall see you all in the next video. Have a good one, guys.
If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't